We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Steve Tobin gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
In now, Pete Armstrong, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Ball 1.
And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards it.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
3-0 now. Tobin has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Sammy Sosa, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming, here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Suzuki.
Into the box, Sito Suzuki, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Embry on second. Armstrong is over at first with 1 away. And it's fouled away. 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Santiago.
Into the box now, Freddie Santiago, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
He's set. The 2-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Center fielder coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
In now, Jimmy Grimes, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
The 0-1 offering. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Willie Peralta gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Willie Hernandez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And 2-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Lorne Webb. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Webb, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2025.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Batting first, the catcher, Randy Savage.
Now at the plate, Randy Savage, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, and he's just off the league leading the batting race. He's in the top 5 of that category, but he is out in front in home runs and ribbies, so we'll see if he can make a push for the Triple Crown.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Clearly fooled there on the slider.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the imposing power bat, Horatio Choi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted into center field. McMillan is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Standing in, Nicholas Horner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now the pitch. Willie Peralta is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Avery McMillan.
The center fielder, Avery
First
McMillan.
pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Slider laid off for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
On he pops it up. Embry shading to his right. One away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Howie Kraft.
Standing in, Howie Kraft. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First offering on its way. Now a curveball misses inside. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. One out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Suzuki will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Dave Luke.
Now at the plate, Dave Luke, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Peralta into his motion. Here's the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. Striding into the box, J.C. Embry. He singled his last time up.
J.C. Embry.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Back outside.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
To the plate now, Pete Armstrong. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here it comes, 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Here's the payoff pitch. Ripped down the line. And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
At the plate now, Sammy Sosa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
The belt, 1-1.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. And another throw over. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Stepping in now, Sito Suzuki. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McMillan is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Santiago. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
And that misses inside, 1-0. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-0 delivery. That's a strike to throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
In for strike 2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. So stepping in, Corey Dickerson, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And it's fouled away. Fly ball right down the line in left. A ball that's carrying. And they can't run it down. Once again, a 3-2. Popped up. Santiago has a play. 1 away. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Stepping in, Leury Garcia, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
So now to the plate, Steve Tobin. And that misses for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. And he popped him up. Embry ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the box now, Jimmy Grimes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
And he popped him up. And that's in there, base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Horatio Choi.
In now, Horatio Choi. There he goes. Hit out towards second. And there's one down now.
The batter, number 2.
All right, so time now for the Cardinals' Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. Standing in now, Nicholas Horner. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 14 on the season. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
To the plate now, Willie Peralta.
The pitcher,
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
And he has a cut at that one but misses 2-1.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Fly ball out toward left center field. In there, a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Two for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this two-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. The next to bat for St. Louis, Willie Hernandez, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And there's one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Webb.
Digging in to try it again, Lorne Webb. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hopped up. Choi just to the right of the mound. Two down.
The batter, the catcher, Randy Savage.
Now in the box, Randy Savage. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Ball one to start the at-bat. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Pete Armstrong. First pitch on its way. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's too high.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Gerald Merrill will come on in relief now, and he'll be making appearance number 80 on the season thus far.
Merrill.
Sammy Sosa will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He's set. Here it comes. Outside part of the plate. The changeup is in there. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. Pops this one up. Webb over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 24, Tito Suzuki.
Now at the plate, Sito Suzuki 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit to first. Reined in. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Avery McMillan.
Here's the first pitch to him. Avery McMillan stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And this will be fouled away. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping into the box, Howie Kraft comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lifted into center field. Armstrong will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, first baseman, Dave Luke.
Stepping up to the plate, Dave Luke. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here.
Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Peralta sets his sights. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball called for strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Ready now, Corey Dickerson. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Line to the right side. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Hugo Hermida will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Hugo Hermida.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Dana Middachek takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Cardinals, number 34, Dana Middachek.
So in now for Chicago, Freddie Santiago, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Santiago.
Here's the first pitch to him. For the current campaign, Santiago carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now.
Now batting, catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Grimes. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey!
The 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Dickerson is there. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 19, Horatio Choi.
So coming to the plate, Horatio Choi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Outside, that's the ball.
The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Misses, ball 2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Hernandez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Willie Hernandez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike. Hey!
Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Roy Webb.
Settling in now, Lorne Webb. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Ready once again, Randy Savage. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it 4-1. Andres Corona will come on in relief now, and he'll be making appearance number 80 on the season thus far.
Corona.
So striding forward now, Nicholas Horner comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
First delivery to him on the way, and he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball. The 0-2 home. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
The batter number 7, second baseman, JP.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, J.C. Embry. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
Lifted the other way to left center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now batting, Pete Armstrong. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Armstrong brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
A line shot to third base.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two down, runners at first and second. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. And that's down into left center for a base hit. In to score is the runner from first. It's 6-1.
And you know, this run might be the one that seals this thing for good. A 3-run deficit is tough enough to overcome, but a 5-run deficit feels like it might just be a little bit too much. They don't have many outs left to work with.
Into the box now, Sito Suzuki, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Dickerson's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Cubs lead this one 6-1. Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Avery McMillan.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 beater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
At the plate, Howie Kraft. He's got it. There's one, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Now batting, first baseman, Dave Luke.
Coming to the plate now, Dave Luke, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. A ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Now you could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
The 1-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. Peralta pauses. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
A ball and a strike now. 2 out with the man at first. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Now the 2-1.
Ball. Down.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail 6-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Julio Guzman will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Yasiel Puig is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Digging in now, Freddie Santiago. First offering on its way. Set to deliver the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. At the plate, Jimmy Grimes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 0-1 on its way.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Pops this one up. Hernandez in foul ground. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 19, Horatio Choi.
So striding in, Horatio Choi. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball. Ball one, no strike.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Count 2-1.
Two out, nobody on. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Nicholas Horner would be next. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike three, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 6-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jay Roberts will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ryan Buckner will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
And batting 9.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping up as the shortstop, Leury Garcia. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Grimes finds it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 29 homers and 73 driven in. One and one the count now. Now here's the pitch. And it's 1-2. Now the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Willie Hernandez, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now here it comes. 2-1 pitch is a fork ball taken for a called strike 2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Johnny Vasquez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Nicholas Horner. First pitch coming, here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first, but the runner's back easily. Stepping in now, Ryan Buckner, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He'll come into play at .317, 23 homers and 93 RBIs. One and one, the count of the Cubs' first baseman. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
And another foul ball. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Up next to the Cubs, the second baseman, Embry.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, J.C. Embry, and he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Fouled off. Runners on first with 1 down. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And the payoff pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. The throw to third. He is in there. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box, Heat Armstrong. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
The 2-0.
Inside, ball 3.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
Now the 3-0 offering. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 21.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Digging in and looking for more, Sammy Sosa. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Boy, it's really fun for me watching this vet out there battling in this tough spot. We've seen him in jams like this many times before, so he has plenty of experience to be able to get out of these kind of jams. And he's thinking more about that than the task at hand, which is getting this hitter out.
1-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
From the stretch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs are on top 6-1. Stepping in, Lorne Webb. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher, Randy Savage.
Digging in, Randy Savage. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way.
1-0.
One out, nobody on. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Avery McMillan.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Avery McMillan. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion. 6-1 the final. Chicago, with their 101st win of the year, tops in the division. Willie Peralta wins his 3rd of the season. Steve Tobin was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us. Please drive home safely.